Hey folks, it's Keith. Well, it's early March here in Massachusetts, and I thought I'd be riding my Yamaha Super Tenere by now, but it's still in hibernation. It's been sitting in the garage for about 3 months. A couple days ago, we just got 6 fresh inches of snow in a recent nor'easter, so the bike's going to be sitting for a few more weeks. What I wanted to talk about today, though, was the cost of operating a Yamaha Super Tenere. I'm also going to compare it with my Yamaha WR250R, which is about the same age, and just see what kinds of issues, if any, I've had and how much it's cost me to operate these bikes. Now, I've had this bike for the last 2 years and put 12,500 miles on it. I feel like if I was going to have a problem with it, I would probably see it in the last 2 years. So I think this is a good time to take a look at the cost that I've had in operating the bike. I'm going to throw a spreadsheet up now that shows you all of my costs, including some of the upgrades that were put on the bike. Now you can see in the green, those are just the maintenance items for the bike. In fact, besides oil changes, the only thing that I've done is get a spare set of keys for it and buy a new set of tires. The stock tires lasted me a little over 7,000 miles, and a full 70% of the cost of the maintenance on this bike was right into those tires. This bike I bought used, and the previous owner put a lot of money into it. You can see the whole grouping on the right-hand side of the spreadsheet of all the items that he put in. So I didn't feel the need to put a lot more money into this bike. So you look, after 2 years, I've spent $381 operating the Super Tenere. I feel like that's a pretty reasonable cost of only about 3 cents a mile. And I think that's pretty much indicative of what I'm going to expect with Yamaha going forward. The only big cost coming down the road would be a valve inspection at 26,000 miles. But with the kind of mileage I put on the bike, that's going to be years down the road. So overall, I'm really happy with the Yamaha Super Tenere. It's very reasonably priced to operate. Hasn't given me any kind of mechanical problems at all. Never been in the shop, never had a breakdown, never thrown any kind of warning light at all. It's been really outstanding for me. Let's take a look now at the WR250R that I have. So this is my 2016 Yamaha WR250R. I bought it a few months after I bought my Tenere, so my experience has been pretty similar. I've owned it for 2 years now. Now this bike only has 4,200 miles on it, just because of the kind of riding I do on it. I don't put a lot of miles on it. I'm going to put my spreadsheet up now for maintenance on this bike. Most of the costs I've had with this bike have just been in upgrades that I've added over the last couple of years, and that's touched on in other videos. But you can see for the maintenance, I've only had to put oil changes into this bike. That's really been it. It's been outstanding for me. No problems whatsoever. So in 2 years, I've only spent $67 on maintenance on this bike, which is only about a penny and a half per mile, which is crazy outstanding good. I will have to put a set of tires on this bike early this coming season, so that is going to factor into my costs as well. But still, very much like the Super Tenere, this bike has been really outstanding as far as cost, maintenance, reliability. Just haven't had any single problems at all. Just have to put gas in it and go. So that's been my experience with Yamaha in the last 2 years. Nothing but outstanding reliability, no problems whatsoever, and very reasonable cost to operate. I'm curious about what your thoughts are, if you've had similar experiences with your Yamahas. I know a lot of people that watch these videos are prospective buyers of Yamaha or the Super Tenere, or maybe they're considering an extended warranty for these bikes, which I don't have and I don't recommend just because it's been nothing but outstanding. So anyway, post your thoughts and comments below. I always appreciate those. I like the reading of those, the dialogue back and forth that we have. And I'll talk to you next time. Hopefully we'll get some riding in. Bye.